One second, guys. I'm just gonna grab the Discord and then we're gonna get started. Always grab the link to the Discord for you guys, or at least I try to. Let's open the chat. Okay, there is the link for the Discord if anyone wants to join. We talk about Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, pretty much any game that we play on the channel. And if you guys just want tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff, it's a good place. We even talk about leaks sometimes, so, you know, completely up to you, but we'd love to have you. What's up, Thomas? How are you? Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know, I think I fixed my PS5 streaming problem. I ran like a data check, I found some issues, and I fixed them. So hopefully we can start streaming on the PS5 again. We are on the PS5 now. So if this stream goes well, guess what, guys? We could start streaming Lies of P again, which will be awesome. Because I've missed playing that game. It's been like a month since we got to play it, so that'll be great. One more thing I just want to let you guys know, we did reach 400 subs, and because we did reach our goal of 400 subs, we are having a reaction stream Tuesday morning, and basically any kind of video you guys want me to react to, there is rules and stuff, of course, like that have to do with the channel and everything. Basically, it's a big reaction stream. No blood, no gore, nothing that could get us like canceled or anything, but if you guys want to send in videos, do it on the Discord, or let us know during the stream, and I'll react to it for you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. Lies of P, I was loving it. I know, I was too. I was having a lot of fun with it. But it's been so long. And I don't remember how to play, so I might have to do like a refresher for a little bit, because I haven't played it all since we stopped playing it, unfortunately. Because I didn't want to like continue on with the story without you guys, so I haven't really played it. Real quick, I'm gonna go use some resin. I'm trying to get Navia built, so I'm gonna go fight the mechs real quick. One of my favorite bosses in the game, by the way. This one down here. It's just so elegant, so pretty. And then we are going to be starting the Roses and Muskets event, which I'm really excited. We get to see Ayaka again. It's been a while. I always got to make sure I hit the right one. But I do just want to let you guys know that if the stream does like fail or cancel or anything like that, it's literally just because I might still have having problems. I think I fixed it, but if the stream does just fall off or end in the middle of a sentence or something, it's unfortunate, but we'll just start the stream back up again.
Let the world collide! Shadow Raven, bow your head. But it poses no threat to me. The tides beckon.
Where is she? Oh my gosh.
By royalty. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song.
Well, did not you need to use my ult there? And only 3, unfortunately. Alright, so let's head over to the event. By the way, this greatsword is insane if you have done all the story missions and stuff in Fontaine, all the world quests. If not, it's just okay. It's kind of unfortunate that this one is literally completely based around if you've helped all of the deer people in the world or not. Like, that's its power. So the more quests you've done for like those little deer people, the stronger the, I think, attack or crit value is higher or something like that. Let's look. 12% increased attack if you've helped them all. If not, I think it's like, it starts at like 4%. and it gets higher and higher. If you guys have Navia, this weapon is insane for her. If you have all of the people, all the little creatures and stuff help down all the world quests and that kind of stuff. If not, it's just okay. Overall, I wouldn't say it's like the best weapon in the game. It's very dependent on progression, unfortunately. But if you have done that, it's honestly going to be one of the most broken weapons in the game for you. I have not done that, so it's going to suck for me, unfortunately. Watch topics on the Discord. Like today I asked how many bullets does it take to cut down a tree? I believe I said 1 if it's from Arena Persona form. What's your
Barbados, guide us.
I don't know if you guys have seen any of the leaks for next update, but holy shit. It looks really fun. I'm definitely pulling for Cloud Retainer. I was more excited for Gaming, just because his name, but now I'm really excited for Cloud Retainer. She looks really, really fun. Who else would that weapon be good for? Navia, Noelle. It's energy recharge and attack percent. Ito, no. Unfortunately. Diluc, if you need some energy recharge on him, but I really don't think it's going to be that great for him. Chongyun, I think, because he's very attack dependent, but other than that, like, the sword is really built for Navia, unfortunately. I really want this character, by the way. She's so cool. I love her design.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, she's Geo too.
We've
Cool.
heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a
We haven't had a Geo
scout
character in
seamstress,
forever.
So it's
Now
a
we
real
got 2.
pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori. You don't have to
Look
say
at them
it.
heels.
You did
They're
remind me that
reverse
this investor
heels.
was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's
Those
no
shoes
doubt
would have to
about
be
that.
so strong for that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
How are you planning on filming it then?
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
The place of her vision is a little weird if you think about it. She has all these big flowers she could have put the vision in the middle of, like so many other characters do, but hers is just on her belt.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Okay, so what if we get actors for free? Ayato! Ayaka! Oh, she's in her outfit.
Really? Then where do you live?
We need more character outfits. Like, they're on vacation and Ayato's still in his suit.
The only way to enter is from underwater.
Speaking of outfits, have you guys seen
Oh,
Shenhe and Ganyu's for
pretty
next
tired after work
update?
every day,
Holy
right?
shit!
I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
Shenhe and Black? Whoo!
You're so thoughtful. But some Melusines choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
Melusines, that's their name. You have to, like,
This is
for
our
that
stop.
Great Sword's max effect, you have to
Oh,
complete all the Melusine
right.
quests.
But I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet.
I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on the Sakura bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Do do do. I think
Welcome
Yomiya
to
should
the
get an
Court of
outfit
Fontaine.
soon too.
Chiori!
Although I don't
You sure
have
changed a
Yomiya,
lot.
so that would not
This
be
is
good
the
for
first
me.
time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
Isn't she like an Oni hunter or demon hunter from Inazuma or something like
I
that?
haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
What's up?
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
Yeah, this is complete coincidence.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka
So
are the
already
cool
saw,
actors here.
but
I'm just tagging
if
along
you
with
want to
Ayaka
join the
have a good time
Discord, I
together.
sent the Genshin sub a video about who messed up with the deer people. Yeah, to make the nurse. That whole concept is awful to me.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I mean, Ayaka, I can see her being a really good actor.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already! My, what a coincidence! What are the chances everyone could be brought together here? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you
It's kind of a
reserve
bummer that
kiss for us
Toma
too?
didn't come. If you think about it, like, if Ayaka and Ayato came, they should have brought Toma.
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
I know he practically runs the mansion, though. And with Ayato gone, he kind of has a vacation. Ayato literally takes all of his stress out on Toma and pulls pranks on him all the time. That's so
Buildings
sad.
in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec. Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
I thought it was like power from the vision and stuff. Didn't they say that? Like everything in Fontaine is powered by people's belief in justice from the vision. Or the Gnosis, I mean. Did they ever find an alternative source of power? Wouldn't the whole of Fontaine be like, I don't know, kind of dying now that the Fatui have it? I thought Nouvelette was the power now. I guess he probably can.
Sure is different from what we have in Inazuma.
It's a big fork, Yomiya.
It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a
Damn,
moment,
I had to
shall
like
we?
shut up.
How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Don't insult our food.
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the
The
way
Two
here.
Musketeers?
The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
You know who they should have brought for this event? They should have brought Chi-Chi. Imagine Chi-Chi being an actor. Perfect. She would be the most famous actor of them all.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather
we could do
such
some
a
street
large
performances.
amount of Mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival submission deadline.
Okay. Oh, hey Galaxy, what's up?
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
It's fine.
There's no need to worry,
They're
Mr.
rich.
Xavier. My brother and I had actually
They don't really
intended
need the
to work
money.
for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
It's fine. Like, seriously, they are so freaking rich.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation. This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
I toe on the ball.
All right, I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough Mora now.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
We can help too.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's
Eh.
still been...
You are too kind, all of you. I really
I'm kind of broke in the Mora department. I was upgrading skills. So I don't know how much I can actually help, but...
Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Alright.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Alright, is that gonna be
The
us?
director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
Or are we no, I think we're gonna be working the camera. Because in the trailer, the Traveler was filming, right?
The
Never
clapper
mind.
loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information.
I am
each
rich in the
shot.
Moore department.
When the
I'm
camera
not.
operator begins shooting, the work requires both patience and
I've been
careful
doing
attention to detail.
Nuvolette and Farina's talents. They're all around 9 right now, and getting them to that is like so expensive.
A clapper board?
And now on top of that, I'm trying to build up Navia.
Whenever they start filming?
I'm broke.
Yes, that's right. Are you interested in that job?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that.
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Oh, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
I wonder if she's
Oh, he's great when it comes
a
to
Geo
using the camera.
sword
Paimon
user.
can't even count how many
Do we
times
have
we've
that
taken
yet?
photos
Just a
of during
normal
our journey.
one-handed sword Geo user yet?
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by
Albedo?
now.
Right, we do have that. I use Albedo all the time too, man. I'm sorry, Albedo, I forgot.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job?
As long as I'll be able to help.
Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me
Although,
give you a
technically,
big
I
warm
always
hug.
just use his skill, his ult, and switch him out. So he's never on the field.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
All right, then all we need
That
is a
actually fits
director.
Yomiya so well.
Oh, all the well-known directors.
She'll be
in
nice to everyone
Fontaine
on
are probably
set.
also
She'll be
busy
happy to run
working on
around and
their
do
own
errands
films
because she's
these days.
hyper.
I'm not sure who will
That's
have
actually
time
like
to help.
perfect.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides,
Farina?
Yeah, we're friends with her.
Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Probably.
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking a point
So
as a
everyone's still
director.
treating her as the Archon, even though she never really was?
Well,
I mean, I guess she did play the role for 500 years. Like, in all intensive purposes, she was the person that all of them worshipped for that long, so...
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now.
fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
Every time we go to see her, we ask her for help for films.
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
Maybe, just maybe, it might soften her up a little bit.
Don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place.
Just don't be mac and cheese, because that's all she knows how to cook, so that's all she's been eating for like a couple months.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
Not mac and cheese.
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydro Archon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontinalia mousse?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontinalia festival happening right now? I heard Evil tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have
Oh,
real
it's like
sweet tooth.
Halloween! That's actually really funny, except for it's like not... It's not at night, and it's not like all scary and stuff. It's like to celebrate the film festival and culture. So it's like Halloween, except for... That's actually kind of really funny.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy,
Go to door
it
and ask for
actually make her
sweets.
feel more uncomfortable.
But it's for like a film festival. That's actually kind of cool.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontinalia mousse.
For everyone to enjoy.
Will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further
She's a 4-star, right?
sweeten the deal.
Chiori.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontinalia mousse?
She gives 4-star vibes.
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
But what could that be?
Your words of praise.
Do 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 do. Where is Farina? Is she actually at her house? It looks like it, yeah. Do do do. Farina.
We're here. This is...
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Is it smart to just show random people to where the Hydro Archon lives? Or I guess ex-Hydro Archon celebrity, whatever.
Seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea?
Does she sleep till afternoon tea? Me.
Who are you?
Hi, Farina. You look tired.
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
What's up?
And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know.
Try to be nice, remember?
Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel, sleeping in late.
How come every quest with Farina, Paimon literally defies the laws of physics?
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my favorites.
Okay, wow.
That's great.
I know she loves
actually,
sweets, but
there's
damn.
something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like
And
to ask
with-
that you serve as the director of our film crew.
With AI voice being more popular, that they would make it so people could actually say the names and the main characters we put. Oh, right. They could say our name that, like, we wrote down. Here's the thing, though. Genshin doesn't use AI voices. You know. and I think they were thinking about it for a couple of the side characters and everything, and there was a voice actor strike where like like a bunch of voice actors went on strike. So I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, but didn't you just say that
They're
you're
like
a
really
director?
trying to stop AI voices from coming into games and anime. Because if that happens, then there won't be any need for the actual voice actors. They'll be out of jobs.
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yep,
Yes.
they sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and he's the camera operator.
Yeah.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it?
I have experience.
No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the
We use a
Traveler
camera all
and
the
see for
time.
yourself.
There's so many events where
If
we
he
use
can
one.
satisfy you with his camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is with a camera. Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work
Just the
is
main
up
character's
to my
name. Yeah, I
standards.
understand what you meant. I'm just saying like there was, a strike. And so I don't think they're gonna put AI voices at all in the game.
Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Because I know a lot of people see it as like, if you let them in, if you let it happen once, it'll happen with other things, and eventually all the side characters are going to be AI. Then there's going to be, like actual playable characters with AI, and I think that's just what they're worried about. But I understand what you meant. Camera position required. You need a scene that shows off the the workshop. There's the customer. You need to show the forge at least once. Show more people around outside. The boss of the beautiful workshop and has always been so proud of her forge and mechanisms that can only perceive it on strength. Temperature also takes no effect. The blacksmith lets filmers video for her workshop. Remember the atmosphere. Her forging machines. Okay. So you don't need the customer because it's not a customer. How do you say done? Thanks to the machines, the owner of the blacksmith essentially can stay at work. But don't worry, the weapons and products Mount of Workshop are outstanding quality and keen edge. This machine can practically... okay. I think I did it. Maybe. I didn't actually see that she was drinking tea in that scene. It really took away from it, but oh well.
You have more skill than I thought.
It's crazy that AI has
All the shells had
evolved
a great
that much.
composition,
Heck, I
and
remember
could
when
really feel a connection to the
Fox
characters
was a
and their
thing.
minds.
She was stupid as heck. Now we can make full convos with AI. I know, it's a little scary.
Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance
yeah,
of the
you
Little
should.
Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. Unfortunately, the
I mean, you could
scripts
do
were
them
all
all.
pretty boring and didn't pique my interest. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince
Plus, we're
Farina?
friends.
Well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay
She needs
is
to make a
also
living,
an
I
important
guess.
factor for me
She
to
doesn't get
consider,
everything
you
for
know.
free anymore.
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervulat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something
Damn!
I'd like to ask.
Farina, just help your
Exactly
friends
what
out.
film are you planning to make?
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense
AI
now.
has been
You
the worst
must
that's
have
ever
used
been.
most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not
Like
really.
Doc,
The
OC, and
novel's
Spider-Man,
author
yeah.
transferred the copyright to me practically for
It's
free
getting-
once he
it's
heard that I
getting
wanted to make
crazy.
a film adaptation of the story. The lack of budget is due to another issue.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
Kiara?
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. I have high standards.
I can see that, yeah.
Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
As much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontaine's greatest star.
I feel like we'll regret that
Then
just a
I'm
little
free
bit,
to
but
alter
I'm
the
not gonna say
script
anything.
as I see fit.
Absolutely, no problem.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven, right?
Thank you, Farina.
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I? Somebody pinch me.
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still
Yeah,
a little
true.
early to
There is no
celebrate.
Hydro Archon.
There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken
We got a
care
Dragon
of,
Sovereign
we'll
in
still
Fontaine.
need to reserve filming locations. Not to say set up lighting and props.
Wait, you know what I just thought about? I know Zhongli is was technically the Archon, but he was a primordial dragon too, right? So, wouldn't he just be a Dragon Sovereign as well?
And by the way, since we'll be filming the two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer.
He's just one of the
Ideally, a
elemental
professional who
dragons
has actual
himself.
experience with muskets.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Florand. But it's already been some time since I last talked to her. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
Could we ask
Right.
the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
Yeah, you
They
get one of
would
them.
be under Nervulette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I don't have any connection with them at all. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervulette.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevres.
Oh,
you
cool.
do?
Is that the girl with the gun?
Sorry, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol?
The purple-haired girl?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions. In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
That's cool.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation? Your work is becoming more and more mysterious.
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about
I get
that.
like spy vibes from her.
What do you all think about asking the captain to be our musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help with shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to
Oh my
go.
gosh,
You can just tell
Farina!
me how things went when we
I know
discussed
that's all
tomorrow's
you know how to
calendar.
cook, but like, come
No
on.
problem.
Having Farina join
This
you
girl
was a
needs
big
cooking
plus to my
lessons.
team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help.
You know
I
what?
can guarantee
Raiden
that
needs
even
cooking
the
lessons
standard
too.
Tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the clapper.
I'm gonna try Farina's mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. Farina know how to cook a cake too. That's
Then let's
baked.
get going.
That's
I
not
happen to know where
cooking, that's
Chevres is
baking.
today.
By the way, I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person in Teyvat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film?
Pretty much, yeah.
Tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And
Yeah,
that
this man is like the
certainly
luckiest
doesn't
ever.
include
We're
me,
always around to
mind
help him when he needs something. Okay, real quick before we continue, I want to go and fight the boss again. And hopefully this time I do my rotation right, and I can actually do it in one rotation, because I really effed it up last time. If you let this boss get its shield up, it's annoying. Well, do you call the traveler's way of cooking putting ingredients into a soup bowl and getting a pizza? It doesn't have to be a soup bowl. Isn't it only a soup bowl when you cook in the soup pot? I don't know, it's magic, whatever.
Shower me with praise! Oz reveal bite!
Alright.
As you wish, main foil.
Boom.
Time to shine!
Boom. 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 Destroy. No! I would have killed him!
By royal decree.
Silence! An oversight on my part.
Where's she at?
Justice is blind. Let the mighty be humble.
Let my name echo in song!
Barbados, guide us.
Wings of darkness!
Come back here, lady! Thank you. I both love and hate this boss. I keep only getting 2, which is so annoying. Alright, let's head back to the quest. I still think I need like 30 of the 32
All right.
to get
This is the
Farina, or not
place.
Farina, to get Navi all the way back.
But where's the captain?
Also, I was watching
It's
this
hard to
one
figure
streamer named Nomon trying to fight
She's over there.
Genshin
The
bosses
one
with
with an eye patch reading in
randomizer,
front of the newsstand.
randomizing the characters,
Oh,
bosses, weapons, artifact
Glad
sets.
you could tell there was something
Looks like pain,
about
yeah.
her. She seems
That wouldn't be fun.
intimidating.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then. Chiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
I
The
mean,
court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so in the competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Chiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
fair.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the
I
main
really don't know
characters
how
is
I feel
to
about
make a
her
choice that will
design.
affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
The purple hair and purple eyes with the whole
Any
red
way to speed
outfit.
things up? There's something I need your help with.
I don't know.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It
Then
all
the
comes down to
headphones
what the
and eye
character
patch.
chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
She screams like another fischl.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me,
Damn.
officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevraz, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise,
Also, I was watching...
let me remind you that I'll have you on the
I already
ground
read that.
before you can even think about making a run for it.
I've seen people do randomizers
I'll give it
for
to you.
just the characters.
But please let me say something first.
Like, you get to just shuffle the characters
Then the shopkeeper
and
here
trying
is
to
one
do
who
the
slipped it
bosses
in.
and business
I don't
stuff,
have
but I've
anything
never
to do
seen
with
someone
this.
do it with their weapons and artifacts too.
Trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them, right?
Why do I
Maybe
know
can
her
let you
voice
in on
actor?
what's happening then. Now that Vache has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on the market. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys.
It took them out to fight the twin bosses in the dark area, but then died
This is the Traveler and
before they were dead. Yeah, that sucks.
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Why didn't you just arrest them immediately?
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in
she's an
first.
intel broker too.
All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevraz. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevraz's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I
People
knew.
never do.
I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
We kind of need your help.
Like this.
We want to learn how to use a gun for our movie.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make
Or,
sure we get
you know,
all
star
the
in it.
details right. I want the actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Oh, sweet.
Just like that.
People are too nice in Genshin. Way too nice.
Really?
It's so
You were willing to
unrealistic.
help us with our humble film project?
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Then
Okay.
we've got a deal?
Do you really need the eye
All's here on
patch?
set
Because I
tomorrow.
really feel like you don't. Are you just trying to intimidate people?
I can hardly believe it. I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming tomorrow.
Alright.
Down, Xavier.
We are coming
The
up on
film
an
is going to
hour
take
of
more than
streaming,
just a day to
guys.
finish. Still, I
Will
should
the
also head
stream
back now.
let us
Then start
continue
preparing
without
the actors' costumes
problems?
and makeup.
Will our PlayStation 5 finally be cleared to stream again? Or will it
Traveler, come on.
crash
Please stay
for the
a
millionth
moment. I
time?
have something to tell you.
Hopefully.
Then I'll take Xavier back.
Hopefully it's
Poor
fine.
thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore.
Like I said, I think I fixed
I
it,
don't
so
want
I'm
to
not
spend
too
our
worried
first
about
day
it,
fishing our
but I'm
producer
still
out
a
of the
little
fountain.
bit like, oh no, we're coming up on an hour. Is it gonna crash like every other time?
Yep. See you tomorrow.
I almost thought the stream did crash, but luckily it didn't. When? Did we have a problem? Can we go fight the boss again? I gotta get so many of these boss things still. Because she's only 60 right now. And to get her to... And to get her 90, I'm gonna have to get 30 more? 32 more? Something like that. The screen is black for a second? Oh, I see. What's going on? Hello? Why are you talking to me, people? I was gonna go beat up a boss. Why are you doing this to me? I'm just letting you guys know if like everything's okay, I might just straight up stream Lies of P tomorrow. I've been like really wanting to play it lately. Especially with the fact that like I haven't been able to in so long. I was getting really invested in it, and then I had all those problems. Doo-doo.
Shower me with praise!
Okay.
Time to shine!
Boom.
I swear by my sword!
Boom.
The tides beckon. Let over, Santa.
Oh shit, Fischl, come on.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Wind, hear me.
By royal
Let the mighty be humble.
Let my name echo in song!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Settle down.
There we go. If I don't respond, it's because I'm playing a game. That's cool. Okay, now it crashed. No, it didn't. It's still up. Okay, never mind. But was close again? I don't think so, because I have it like pulled up, and I don't think I had a problem there.
Barbados.
At least I didn't see a problem. Alright, so now we gotta go back to here and talk to someone. I'm gonna butcher her name if I try and say it. Chervos?
So what did you want
It's
to
now
tell us,
fine?
Chervos?
Okay.
Have you read The Two Musketeers?
I heard a bit about
The
it.
story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. The baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone.
Damn.
One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor.
Oh.
It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee.
Yeah, back in the day, bastard children weren't treated very well.
Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower
Serial
that the
killer,
kid's mother
damn.
liked best. The Baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive, and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect
Can you
evidence
still be
and
called
clues
musketeers
before executing their
if
plan and exacting revenge
you're
on the Baron.
murderers and serial killers?
Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
So they were murderers, but they got away with it because they revealed another murderer? Okay.
Yep, the Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Oh, so
Murder,
is that why you were so willing to
still
do it
murder
at
though,
Crucia
but
for us?
okay.
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions.
So what you're implying is there's a case that you need our help with?
Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before. There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets. The
I don't see a
perpetrator's
vision on
methods appear
her.
to
I wonder
be
what
very
element she
similar
is.
to what is described
I'm
in the novel.
guessing Pyro.
Really? But Pyro
She uses a
didn't say
gun, so
anything about
I'm
that in
assuming
today's
Pyro.
papers.
But with the purple hair, she might be
The Marshal
Electro.
Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Could it be someone from your platoon?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and
She is
ammo
Pyro?
reserves every
Okay, cool.
day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon.
Where's her vision? Under her eye patch?
Well,
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow.
It'd been
whether
cool
or
if it
not
was
you'd
on her
like to join
hat.
the investigation with me. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
Can't someone from the special patrol help you with this investigation?
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make
Don't want
myself
people
clear,
to see
this is
muskets in
not
a bad
an
way.
order,
It's
nor
like
is it
how
a
people
deal of
always
any
say
kind.
that guns are
It's a
evil and
request,
guns
nothing
breed
more.
crime and everything, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just me and my opinion, but like, a weapon's a weapon. The people commit the crimes, not the weapon.
If
You know what I
two have
mean?
any
Like,
interest in the case after we
I
finish
get
filming tomorrow,
people see it
and are willing
differently,
to
like,
assist me,
they
then I
make
would be
weapons
most
available,
grateful.
people are going to commit more violent acts. I get that. But it's still the person doing it.
What do you think, Traveler?
Have you seen the special program stream? No.
Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired.
You guys
too.
forget that I am
He's really
incredibly
been hustling
busy
all day.
right around now.
You'd better
With
head
work,
back and get some rest.
and
It's good to keep a calm
we're
mind,
renovating the house,
especially when
and
you're
I'm also
about
trying to
make an
stream
important
and make
decision.
videos. I'm swamped. I literally I'm always doing something.
Otherwise, when the moment comes,
I have to keep up with my other normal stuff, like
realize that the right choice is
keeping my
right there in
apartment
front of you.
clean, laundry, clothes, getting food. I literally don't stop. Which is why I haven't done like reaction videos in a while, because like I just don't have all that much time to sit down and watch videos and record it and edit it and do all that kind of stuff. Wait until 8 a.m. Okay.
It's finally time to meet up with everyone. Paimon even dreamt of making the film last night. If Paimon remembers right,
This child has the same hairstyle
let's get going.
as everyone's favorite little Archon, and yet she's still taller than her. And that's an actual child. I love this team for gameplay wise and stuff, but man, exploration wise, it kind of sucks not having anyone with a skill that makes you go faster. You're right, the person does the crime, but I have a counter about the times that I have lapsed in their judgment. Like, they do crazy things. I'd rather not have a person like that with a gun. Yeah, true. So, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this, but I learned this my first year in college in Psych 1. And they're called, the throwaway case files or something like that. I don't know. But basically, it's a bunch of crazy defenses that let people get away with their crimes. So one of my favorites is the Twinkie defense. So this person was extremely diabetic, had blood sugar problems, all this kind of stuff, and he ate a whole box of Twinkies before he went in and killed his wife, who was the assistant of his boss, and she was cheating on him with his boss. He went in and killed them both, shot him in the head, and he got away with it because his blood sugar was so high. How crazy is that? He wasn't in his right mind, even though he brought the gun with the box of Twinkies. Like, he planned this, and he still got away with it. Like, that kind of defense, that's crazy.
Good morning.
So I get what you
said
mean.
Yesterday afternoon went well.
Especially, like, if you have, like, mental problems and stuff. Yeah, it's probably not good. I know, especially recently, there's been a lot of arguments about whether guns and other weapons and stuff should be so available. And I think they're a little too available, if you ask me, but I still not really... I don't know. This whole debate started with the fact that she talked about how she doesn't want people to see muskets in a negative light. And I'm just like, it's a weapon. See people in negative light. Don't blame a gun. Blame the person.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka?
We went way off track there. I'm sorry.
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervilette at the Palais Mermonia.
Both Hydrodonnies together? Okay.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Hey, I was just there.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already
I
seen
just
them,
beat
right?
them up.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them, too.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater.
So everyone can do that.
I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
So just the water in Fontaine is completely breathable. Got it. Makes sense.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out, the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease.
I wonder if it's just the Vision Wielders or if it is everyone.
The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little
Given a
candles
moment,
lighting
a
up the streets at
person
night.
shouldn't have a gun. It's not talking about crazy. I'm talking about just people that are easy persuaded by their own emotions and sadness and stuff like that. Galaxy. I know what you meant, but every Vision Wielder can breed underwater.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma.
I know what you meant, but still.
Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, and those big fish that call when you see people.
Oh, you mean hunter's rays and blubber beasts.
Misspell, I know. Just a funny
love the name
misspell.
Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Your bots won't be able to hear you anyway.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aquabus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Yep.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here
We
soon.
really need more outfits in Genshin. I know I said this earlier, but like 2 outfits a year isn't enough. It kind of sucks.
As for the others, they...
You know how much money they would make if they just gave almost every character an outfit?
We're here.
Even if it's just alt colors. Like...
Please excuse my tardiness.
Honkai back there does that, and they still get people to buy them.
Wait, 6 miles?
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Oh, speaking of outfits, Swimsuit May and Bronya are back in the B-Chip shop.
More milk, hold the
And
sugar.
I finally bought Bronya's.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
I'm debating on if I want to buy May's too, but they're $30 each, and I'm just like, I really liked Bronya's. May's is okay.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my
It's not the first time I
costumes.
misspelled. I hate myself, lol. You're fine. Don't even worry about it. It's actually, sometimes when you misspell, it can just be funny. You know what I mean? I misspell stuff all the time because I don't really, like, check before I, finish typing. Especially in, like, YouTube chats and stuff like that. So I'll just, like, type stuff up and send it without even looking, especially, like, in text and stuff. It's always funny. Like, when something gets misspelled, it's always the worst words that it happens on. You know what I mean? And you get some crazy-ass messages. Don't worry about it. I had a good laugh out of it. You're good.
The coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Especially because my
So
phone doesn't
much
like to correct them.
energy.
Oh, Yoimiya look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to
She's
be
actually
so
taking
thorough.
this really seriously.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all.
Galaxy's
It takes
our
more
homie, you
than just a
good.
pretty face to
Yeah, you're
earn a
fine.
reputation
Don't worry about
like
it.
that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Actually, good point.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director, and the aroma.
The plate is
of
floating
coffee
above her hand. It's not showing it
feels
completely
almost as
because
refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the
it's
morning.
literally just floating above her hand.
It seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
There's no, like,
We've reached
impact
an
or
agreement with the
connection there.
restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
Look, do you see it back there? It's floating in her hand. They hid it behind Yomiya's bow, but look at it. It's floating. No wonder why they didn't show Yomiya actually walking in with it.
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that
If they
providing
want to
his
do something
restaurant
like
as a
that, at
filming
least add
location
some
will attract more
collision.
customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items.
Cool.
And this is Bonneau, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Did it say Bonneau, but it's spelled Bonot?
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the
Take him
coffin
to
for
court.
this film.
Punish his ass.
I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible.
Sweet.
This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Let's go! Rip off of the Three
You may take it from
Musketeers!
here, Director Farina.
All right.
What are we
Listen
doing,
up,
Director
everyone.
Farina?
The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene.
Wait, who's
Our
playing the
lead
mom?
actors
Who's
can
getting
go get
murdered?
their makeup done, and
Is that dark?
extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Who's the Two
Whoa.
Musketeers?
Seems Farina's really kicking things into
Did we
gear as
discuss
the
this?
director.
Or
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the
is
set
Ayaka
like
and Ayato the
irrelevant
Two
kids.
Musketeers?
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I
Oh
mean
my gosh.
the good kind of waves.
At least she can joke about it now. Damn! Just damn!
Still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do
I
to
love a
help.
girl with dark humor. All I can say. Damn. That was... That was a lot.